conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me. So
Yes,
here
ma'am.
thank you. Thank you for responding me. Okay, here I'm sharing the screen to you all. Okay, so in yesterday's class, we have discussed about the direct document posting, how to post the document and how it takes place with the all the entries when you directly enter into a entry that document posting, how to post it, and from there in case if at all you have to make a parking, how to park. So again from parking to post these entries we have seen. Now today what we will see, we are going to start with accounts receivable and accounts payable. We are going to start with accounts receivable and accounts payable. How to make this accounts receivable and accounts payable entry. Before I start with accounts receivable and payable transactions, which means purchase and sales, we will have to make a entry of the ledger master where we will make a specification saying that sundry debtors, sundry creditors, and from sundry debtors to creditors, the name of the people. Okay, so how to create this we will see. Now in this I've already told you what and all masters that is required for us to create. Here we are going to start step by step how we are going to use this. Okay, today first thing, before we start with accounts receivable and payable, we are going to see customer and vendors, that is your suppliers, master creation. This is what we have to see. So before we start doing this, first step, we have to create general ledger group account for sundry debtors and sundry creditors. First one, we have to create sundry debtors, which will come under assets. Under assets group. That means current assets. Then we will have to create another one, sundry creditors, which comes under current liabilities, but since we have taken only the major groups, we will create it under liabilities. Okay, we will see how to create it. So the same general ledger master creation screen, which is under FS00 T code, we are going to create. Let's go to SAP. Okay, from here I'm going to use T code /NFS00, enter. We already have these groups, assets. The last one is 300, 3005, and liabilities 4006. Usually there are few changes which we will be doing here. I'll go to create. Under sundry debtors assets I'm going to create, which is going to be 3 0006. Accept it. Yes, it is assets balance sheet. I will create here as sundry debtors. The same thing I'm posting here. In control data, usually we will only type 001 based on the entry, but this time we will have to select the another option, reconciliation account. This is related to customer. What is this reconciliation? So as I told you, to get an outstanding report, the closing balance that are supposed to be paid or that has to be received through an example I showed you here. So which is, suppose you're making a payment or you're receiving something, how much you have to pay, how much you have to receive, this you're going to study. So for this outstanding report, we have to match the transaction level. So we are going to use here reconciliation account for customer. And here field status variant, always G001 we used to use. Now what are we are going to select? Instead of G001, reconciliation account G067. G067 you have to select and now save this. You can see it has been saved. Let's create the next one under liabilities. So we will go here for creating 40007, the new one, enter. Type, it is liabilities under balance sheet as sundry creditors. Sundry creditors, control data, reconciliation account, vendors, and then sorting key 001, create bank interest G067 for reconciliation. Now let's save this. So you will have a 3 options where you will be selecting all these things. Okay, first one, in the creation screen, okay. So now here the first tab says as about type and description. So type, then description. Then you have control data. Control data, then create bank interest. Create bank interest. Now first one, it is for sundry. Sundry debtors. Debtors comes under the field of assets. Under assets you have to create, and then in the assets, under assets you will type the name as the same thing, sundry debtors. Only this much in the screen. Control data, when you go, you have an option here saying that to select reconciliation account for account type. for account type. In this, you have to select it as customer. And then you will have a sort key. Sort key, you have to select it as 001. Under this, you will be having field status variant. You have to select G067. This is what you will select. So next one, the same thing. You will be creating a sundry creditors, and then under sundry creditors, which comes under liabilities. Then the same thing. Instead of customer, you will go with vendors. This is what you will be selecting. Okay, once this is done, now what we have to do? Say example. Now I have the sundry debtors. Who are the sundry debtors? These are my customers. So if these are my customers, this is customers in the sense list of customers. All my customers will be held under this. Say, now let's take, I have a customers saying that KAT Digital Private Limited. This is one customer. Okay, let's take vendor suppliers itself, or anything is fine. Digital Private Limited. And I have another customer, maybe like Balaji Appliances Incorporation. So let's take another one. Take another company, like let it be NICT. Computers. So only computers. Computers in the sense you can take it as electronics. Computer electronics. You have a company. Okay. So you have like this a companies. All these are my debtors. So maybe I may have list of supplier also whom we have to select it. So we will go with creditors also. Creditors where we have to create it. So who are vendors. So take example. I have a Lalita distributor limited, and then Mania Logistics Okay, like this, I have some multiple customers with whom from whom I make a purchase, or to whom I will be selling. All these things we will be having. So let's take another one. Vrinda, sales and okay, supply and logistic limited. So this type of peoples, the customers and the creditors, like we have a list of names under the sundry debtors and sundry creditors. So we have to create this. How to create this we will see. So practically we will create this. Let's go for master creation, vendor and customer master creation. So first thing I'll go with vendor master creation. Vendor master creation means we are going to create with the suppliers. Suppliers details we are going to create. So how to create this and what are the headings we have to create under this, we will see one by one. Let's go and check this. Now we have to create vendor group. Okay, you have a navigations. Let me simply directly go with a T code. T code. So the T code for vendor master creation is ODOBD3. Okay, T code for this is ODB3. How to create this we will see. Slash NOBD3 enter. So now you can see vendor account creation. Whatever you want to create, you can create it. So I don't want to make the changes. So my company name is RYL. For vendor, I will use V. So let's give this name as, this will be the vendor group creations. So let me just give here the options. So name of my company is RYL. I am creating here as RYLV vendor. So in the description, let's type it as RYL1. For this, I have a RYL. Okay. Vendor creation, vendor group or vendor account. This is what we are going to create. So look at this. I'll go for this new entries. Account group. You have an option account group. I'll say RYLV. Name. Name. You have to give it as RYL1. The company name for my reference, I'll keep it. And I will say vendor group. Vendor group. And you cannot directly save this. Now you have to go for under field status, you have to go for company group data, go for accounts management. Make sure you are making this reconciliation as required entry. And then now you can save this. Let me give this yes. Okay. Now what we have done, we went for the master creation. Okay. So we will try to do this now. So what I have given? I have given a account group. What is this? Account group and name. Thus we have to do. So account group I have given it as RYL1, and then you have a name. For the name you are giving here as RYL1, which is vendor group. After this you will go for field status. Okay, you have to select under field status. Under field status you have to select company data. Company data, you have an option, you have to go to this. Once you go for this company data, company code data, accounts management. Company code data, accounts management. Accounts management. And from this accounts management, you have to set mandatory field for to reconciliation account. After doing this, you can save it. This is what you have to do. Now what we have done the group which is accounts master. From this, which is vendor, we have created. Now we will create customers also in the same way. Vendors is created. Now we will go for customers so that we will know how to create a group. I'm just copying the same thing. Let me paste it here. Now this is going to be our customer master. Customer master creation. T code for this is OB. Okay, sorry. This is OBD3. Now we will go for OBD3. D3 for vendor. Now we are going to create a customer. For customer, it is OBD2. You are creating for OBD2. Now here, instead of vendor, it is customer. So see, I'm just changing this. Customer group. And remaining things will be the same thing. Let's try to do this. Two groups. After saving this, so you can see this. Let me go here and I'll say save. You can say data is already saved. /n, then OBD2, enter, new entries. Here let me type it as RYLC, C for customer, name RYL1, customer group, and then now I'll go for company code data, accounts management, reconciliation account. We will set it as required field. Now after setting this, you can directly save or come back to the main screen, and now you save it. The same thing, data is saved. Okay, we have created groups. Now after this groups, how many number of customers you will have, how many number of vendors you will have, this we don't know, right? Maybe I will create 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30. We don't know. So based on, okay, based on number of customers and vendors required, we will create a number range. Okay, you need to create a number range. What is this number range? Say, suppose 1 to 100 customers or 1 to 20 vendors. Okay, this you will be having. So this number range, you can start from anything. Maybe 1 to 100, 100 to 200, 300 to 400, how you want, like that you can create. So first what we will do, we will go for creating the number range for first for vendor. Okay, so we will create vendor. Vendor's number range, that is vendor account number range we have to create. You can also say this as define number range for vendor account group. Define number range for vendor account group. Okay, this is the next step. So first step, general ledger master you have to create. After creating this, you have to create vendor masters. And wait, let me highlight this. Then we have created vendor master, then customer master. Now number range. So number range defining this T code is XKN1. This is the number range. So here this is the number range. Let me highlight it. We will go to T code slash N X K N 1, enter. Now you have an options vendor number range, intervals for displaying. You have status change, so to modify. Here change intervals again. Now we will go for the third one. You might have so many things here. You can create the number range which is not in use. So you can see there is nothing used, 0. Wherever you have a 0, that thing you can pick it. Or you can create this, but when you create it, make sure there is no numbers available in it. Suppose I will go with this plus. Okay, I'll create it as VN vendor. Then from number, I'll give it as 101001 to 101500. Okay, now I'll say enter. So entered intervals without overlap. So the number which I've given, it falls between this number range, which cannot be used. So make sure whenever you are typing intervals, it is not been created. It doesn't overlap between something. Suppose what if I'll say as VN vendor from 1 to 100. Just 1 to 100 I'm giving, and I will say enter. So this is also between something. See, between these two numbers. We have to make sure that is not used. So instead of thinking so much which to apply or which not to apply, just scroll and check. You will find something which is 0 intervals. Current number is 0. Right? So choose something. Whichever you feel comfortable, that number range you can create it. And we don't have to remember these numbers also. No need to worry. Whichever numbers you feel comfortable, that number range you can keep it. So I prefer using this number range which is between small number to, okay, this is too big, 71110. Let's go with this itself. 14 71110. So what we are doing, you either you can create a number range that doesn't overlap. Overlap with other number range defined. Okay. Or choose a number range that has current value or current number as 0. This you can do. So what I am doing, so I have selected a number range, just picking. I'm not doing anything. This number range is having as 14. 14, 1, 7, okay, 7, 7 I think. 77111100. This is what it was having. I feel like, let me see this. 7111100. 7111100. And last number range is 2. 71199 is the number range. So this I've just selected. Okay, selected means I've chosen. I'm not going to do any changes in this. I've just selected this. Now we will also make some number selection for the other one also. Which one? Defining a number range for customer account. We are going to use it for customer account. So what is this customer account? We will see this later. Before that, we have to assign. That means link the vendor account group. Okay. Assign the number range to vendor account group. Vendor account group. Now what does it says? I have created a account group for vendor RYLV. This must create, under this we have to create all the vendors name. So to create this vendors name, number 1, number 2, number 3, number range we need it. For the number range I have selected here as 14, which I have to use it. So I have to make sure this 14 will be linked to RYLV. For making this, we are going to do what? Assigning a number range for the vendor. So which one? We have two things already created. So which one? RYLV vendor. We have to assign it for whom? The 14. 14 is a number range which we have chosen. To assign this, where you have to go, you have to use a T code OBAS. OBAS is a T code. Okay, we will assign this. Let's go for this. /NOBAS, enter. Now these are the things we have. Position, already I have created RYLV, enter. Now you can see there is RYL1 vendor group. Number range which I have selected is 14. I give here 14. Then save. You have to just save this by linking it. So where you will go? You will go for position. Okay, you will go for position. From the position, you have to search for your account group. Which one? Vendor account group. Your vendor account group. is which one? RYLV. So for that, you will be giving this one. Okay. So once you search this vendor account group, you have to define this. This is done. Same thing with this customer also. We have to choose some number that will fall here. So for choosing the number range for customer or defining the number range for customer, we have to go for XD. It is not K, it is D. XDN1. Let's search here by choosing this. Data is saved /NXDN1. I press enter. Then we will go with intervals. So you can make sure whichever you feel like choosing, you can choose. I have only one as 15. 15. So you have 3, 6, 7, 8, 8 zeros. So this is having 15, 6, 8 zeros. Then here 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 9. This is the number range which I have chosen, 15. Now same thing, we have to repeat it. We will go and search for customer account group. Customer account group, and then we have to assign this. For assigning this, it is OBAR. You have to use OBAR. And here it is going to be 15 RYLC. C for customer, which we have created. RYL customer group. Let's do this. Going for group. Now from here /N, we have to go to where FD, we have to go for OBAR. OBAR /N OBAR. I press enter. So what you're getting? Assign customer account group for the number range. Let's go for the position. So RYLC. C for customer. Enter. Number range what I have chosen is 15, and I will save this. This request is also saved. Till this, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. If no doubts, you can put as 1 in a chat box. Okay. So what we have done, we have created the ledgers what we needed. So only thing is definitions we have done, ledgers we have created, and after creating a ledgers, we have created a group for vendors and customers from which number to which number it will contain as a headers. We have done it. Now next thing we have to define the customer names and vendors name. Okay. Uh, Let me do that. So before we start that, let me give you a break. So take a break for 5 minutes, then I'll start with the session. I'll continue with the master creation. Okay, 5 minutes break, then I'll continue. Okay, fine then. So let's continue with the class. So what we have done, we have created a group for vendor and customer, and for this two of the groups we have created a number range and connected it. That means assigned it. Next step, we are going to create the numbers like the name of this people. We will use the same thing as an example to create it. Okay, so we are going to create now the masters. Okay, first we are going to create vendor. So I'll create vendors. For this, the T code is FK01. FK01. Okay, so let me go for this SAP. Now in this, what we will do, /n FK K01, enter. Let me take this list of vendors name, which we are going to create now. In this first one, it says vendor. Vendor means which vendor you are going to create. So you have to know this searching, but we don't know. Let the company code be here. Press enter. So specify the account group. Account group. So here again it says vendor. We don't know it. So in this, let me specify as RYLV, enter. Still it is saying the same thing. Let me remove from here. Account group here. Here we have to specify RYLV vendor. RYLV for vendor. Press enter. This will lead you to another screen. Okay. So let me show you once again. It's FK01. Okay, so step by step, let's make a record also. Once you go for this, okay, okay, provide account group in the field, then press enter. What you do, what you get? Now you get the screen to create. Now you get a screen to create vendor. So in this again we have many fields to fill in, right? I press enter where RYLV enter, you get this create vendor address. If you're filling any pre-fill like prefix, you can give it. I'll take it as this company. Name of the company vendor Lalita Distributor Limited, or I'll take Lalita Distribution Limited. Lalita Distribution Limited. And when I search this, how I want to search this, I'll search as LALI. Search term LALI I'm giving. You can fill in the address. Okay, you can fill in this address. So I'm going to fill this as search terms I've given address. Let me give here as 7th Cross 4th Main 4th Main BSK. Postal code, let me give something And then city code, city is, I'm giving here Bengaluru. Then in which country this person is located? This vendor is located India. State, region is state. I'm giving us 10. Any other details you want to fill it, you can fill this. Okay, you can fill this. Now let me give a mobile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 digits I've given. Email ID, I'll give it here as support at the rate LALI Lalita distribution .com. So that's all. Any other details you want, you can give it. For your reference, I'll also do one thing. Let me just take a screen of this. I'm taking this. So here I have pasted. So after the screen, it doesn't end. Now look at this. After this, you have to press enter. Now when I press enter into this, you will get, see, if you want to see preview, you can see the preview how it look likes. Okay, let me close this. Now I press enter. Now see, after you press enter, it goes to another screen, account, that is vendor internal. Now customer account, vendor account, what it is that you can give. Here again I press enter, then it goes for payment details. Again I press enter. You have to go for this system, this place. Okay, where accounting information, create accounting information. So you have to press enter for the screen you get. Which screen? This one. Keep pressing enter. Okay, reconciliation account, I have created this sundry creditors. Select this. Okay, and sort key obviously 001, or if you have any other options in this, you can prefer choosing this. Let's go with the posting date itself and we will save this. But look at this, when I save this, it says this cash management group is missing. Means this one, whether it is within India you're doing or any other. So domestic payments I'll select, and after selecting this I have to save. So before I save, let me take a screen of this. You have to fill in this details. Now you can save this. These steps you have to do it without fail. Okay, now here when I save it, it will accept. Or without pressing enter, if I have to come to the screen, what I can do, how I can do, that also we will see. Let this get saved. So see what happened? It is getting saved. Vendor 711100 is been created. What is the number range we have used here? 711100. One is created. Second one we have to create. We will repeat the same thing. Okay. So which is Manya Logistic Limited. Let me go for this. Now It is same vendor. I press enter. Now company will be the prefix. Name I'm going to give here Mania Logistic Private Limited. When I search this MANY, I will use it for searching terms. You can give any address. First cross. Okay. So BLR and posting code 560014. I'll give here as Bengaluru. Country IN, I'm repeating the same thing. Region is 10 for state. Then this details you can fill in. Let me give here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. After filling this, I'll directly save it. I'm not pressing enter. I'm saving this. As soon as I press save, what I'm getting, I get the screen. So instead of pressing here 3-4 times as an enter, you will get an option. Okay. So when you save this, so press save button, you get the below screen. When you get the below screen, you have to do this. Once after doing this, again save. This you have to do. So second one I'm doing where I'm not doing anything. So once you save, you can do this. Okay, rest of the things you will do it in the same method. Now this is done. Reconciliation account, sundry creditors, then sorting key 001 within India I'm making. So A1 domestic payable. Now when I save this, what you get? 7111100 was the first one, 01 is the second one. Same way, I'm going to create the third one. So here, company, you can take anything. Name of the company, let's go for this. Vrinda Logistic. I give this. Then here I'll give the search term VRD. VRUD 4 characters. Then you can give anything. Fifth main, seventh block, Jainagar 560011, Bengaluru, country IN, region 10. Other details I'll just skip. Control yes, save. You get the reconciliation account. Now search for it. Select the sundry creditors. Sort key 001. Cash management, it is A1, which is domestic. Now save this. Control yes, it is done. So three ledgers we have created. So these three ledgers you can keep for the reference of the vendors. From this three people we are going to make purchase. So now create the other two vendors. So the below one which you have, this you can create. Now let's do one more. Instead of this vendors, we will start creating our customers. We have to create our customers. So we have to create customer masters creation. Create customers. For this, the T code is FD01. FD01. Let's try to create this. Again, here also the same step only, no changes. Only thing is T code is different. And here you will give the account group differently. Let's create our customers. FD01. Here, let's go here /NFD01 and I press enter. It is the same procedure how we have done. You have a account group, customer, company code, everything. Now company code is already there. I'll just go for enter. So account group selection. So let me select here as RYL customer group. See, you got this RYL customer group. RYL customer group I'm selecting. For your reference, I'm also taking this screenshot. When I share with your notes, I will be updating the same thing so that it will be easy for your reference. Okay, now you have to press enter. When you press enter, you will get that screen. I just need to change here, instead of vendor, it is going to be your customer. Let me go now. We'll go for SAP. Enter. You got the screen. So company, and I will create the name KAT Digital Private Limited. I'll press this. And here I'll search terms. I'll use it as short form KAT 5. And you can fill in this address details. I'm going to fill the address details as 9th block, postal code 560011, Bengaluru. Then here, country as IN, region as 10. So other details will remain the same thing. I'm directly here also using the screen to press save. So fill in the details. Then you can press save. Now when I come for this creation screen, when I save this, control yes, again it is the same thing where it is going for accounts management, reconciliation account, sundry debtors because it's a customer, 001, and here again the local customer, domestic. Okay, domestic. If at all it is accounts payable, you can choose accounts payable. If it is domestic, accounts receivable, if you have, you can take this. So you can take whichever you want. I prefer using this A1, so let it be A1 itself. It will understand when we are paying and receiving, so let me keep this itself. So now this entry we have to save it. Press Ctrl yes, or you have to just click on save. Click on save, then you get the screen. You fill this, now again save. So you are having your customer saved. Still I have not pressed Ctrl yes, just saying you how to create it. Now the rest of the things we will do one by one. I pressed save. Now you have to see that saying that the number range. See, this number range is created. Again, I'll go for the same customer group. Click on this enter button. I'll go for company creations. I'm just going to copy the name of my customer, Balaji Appliances Incorporation. Now coming back to SAP, let me space the name of my customer. So I'll give here as BALJ, the search term. Street address you can fill it. Random numbers I'll give. Country IN, state, then you can keep pressing this next one, or you can go for the next option. I'll just say control yes. I got the screen to fill the required one. Then now here what I will do, I need to fill the reconciliation account. This is a customer, so which comes under sundry debtors. I need my data to be arranged as per the posting date, and this is going to be domestic purchase and sales. I've selected it. Now save, control yes. So now another document, another group is created. Now third one we have it, a third customer. So let's create that. You can choose anything here. Okay, I prefer using this. You can choose anything. There is no restrictions or any issues with that. You can search you want it. So if I give NICT, most probably many of them would have created in the previous classes also. To avoid that, I'll give it as NIC 7 I will give. I'm just filling the details as I used to fill. Okay, then I've taken this control save. Required details you have to take here as sundry debtors, sort key 001, and cash management A1, the domestic. Now again control yes. So we have created 3 vendors and 3 customers. Okay, so sorry, I said you that I'll be sharing your notes. Yes, I have made few updates. I have to complete the notes and I'll share it to you. Maybe today, tomorrow, I will share it at two classes. Then on Saturday, another two classes. Okay, you can refer that and practice it. And it was informed to us that you will not be having a class tomorrow. Friday, no class. Okay, Friday, there is no class, that is tomorrow. And we will have the another class, the next class will be on Monday. Okay, so recordings will also be shared with you. You can refer your recordings, the videos, classes, practice it. If any doubts, you can ask me on Monday. All these things whichever I have created from the day one, I've given a notes for 9 classes. From 10th class onwards, I have to give you. I'll be sharing that shortly. And then even the T course list also I will be giving to you. You can refer those things. Okay. So for today's class, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Anybody having a doubt? Okay, fine. So there is no doubt. Recordings and notes will be shared to you on your WhatsApp group. You can refer those things. If you still have any doubts, you can ask me on Monday's class. Okay, Monday we will be having a class, no class tomorrow. That's all for today. See you next session. Bye everyone.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Krupa.
Ma'am, is it possible for you to share the codes with us first?
I'll share you. Tomorrow itself I'll share you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And I have also shared you this running notes. You can keep for your reference. The other things I will be sharing on a like day wise class.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I just have a doubt. Yes, I just tried the fiscal variant part, and you just added the entries like plus 1 financial year, -1 financial year. That is just for our reference, right? Just for us to like understand the concept.
Yes, the Excel concept, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It is only for your reference. After that, the same thing I showed you on SAP also. So you must have that plus 0000 -1
Yes,
when it
ma'am.
moves to the next financial year. So if you have that details, no problem, you can go ahead. If not, you have to click on that new entries and you have to fill those details.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, you had shown with I think 2 entries, but when I did it, I just ended up making four. Because of that, I had to put zero for all the 4 entries.
Mm-hmm. See, if there is any error while making a transaction, you let me know. I'll tell you what to be done.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Fine then. Take care. Bye.